groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winners. On the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew.
Your position, just know your spot, sure don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check 53. 59.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Watson. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Echo. Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep burning. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Here's Watson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. 19. 53, Mike. And 24. Check. 53, Mike. Check. 53, Mike. Let's get on.
On first down, Watson. Robinson's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long, it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Monday, down. New 80. Check. Express. Watch the pass. Hey, 734. Right, check. 59. Blue there. Easy. Kill. Here we go. That's it.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's Mostert. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
6-18. Mike 9. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey, Alpha.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Target.
Hey, Raider 2.
Mike, check, 59. Coming for you. Watch out. Watch twist.
Go Chief.
Switch gears.
To throw his car. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what?
It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now McKinnon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down, McKinnon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily that...
My last name join yet? Where?
Gap, and they exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Carr, and his throw is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 29. 29. Buzz, buzz. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 65, 65. 65.
From the gun, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon, able to avoid him. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
This stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jerick McKinnon. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That's only why that nigga nice. I played that nigga. I couldn't even drop that.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, about that.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mostert, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun.
Bitch my spot and she's running. He talking shit. Yeah, same man. Look, yo, I was bitching my fucking nigga, and I was calling. I wasn't even calling shit. Right?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
I probably put him in the interception league. Them two probably tied them. I need to have an interception league going into the...
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead
and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Anthony Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, exit. This nigga got 91 feet, 98.
Tighten up, tighten up. OP. Express.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Express. 50 seconds left. I got one. He's coming. Double up. Low. No. Off. Dude's right. Check. Cross.
Shotgun now for Carr. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Later one.
Hey, yeah, like them niggas not even there.
Express.
That's why I was never scared to throw to a linebacker.
Hey, come on, now. Later one. Sponge. No.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
57's Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
57's the mic. 57.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at him.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep.
Donaldson.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing now is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Down. 185. You gonna see me 29. Son, you gonna see me in your nightmares. Go. 57, Mike 57. Watch the pass. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Bring it. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
I got you, boy. Watch twist. Check 37. Check 43. Check. Deuce right, Chief. Check.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run it with McCammon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, who's had on that?
I just traded for I traded Travis Kelce and a rookie 95 superstar running back.
Reset. 19.
95 Steve.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's make these babies cry.
Now it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I mean, he already did
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, 734. I hate to let Travis Kelce.
Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Coming, baby. Here we go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
That's what's huge.
Express. 57 to Mike.
That's what it's quarterback around the superstar tricky.
Let him know.
Get around us.
Switch. Check. White. Check out.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Watch the backer. Later 9. Hey, check.
Throwing his car on third down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Check. Come on. Check. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Check tight. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Nice. Screen out.
On second and goal, Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
What's the Panthers record? Trash?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Wow. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, God. They had the Confederate flags on their cars?
29.
Carr going to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the 2nd half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
That makes it sound like you're 12.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play. And pretty much said to everyone,
they got
I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Shit, I had to go to the one in the booms to get
Here
to
it's
it.
complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let's go, defense. 734. Hey, Alpha. 57. Hey, Express. Hey. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Can't score again.
Right here, right here.
Oh, you just fucked up. You just told me I can't score again.
You didn't score a touchdown. Do this.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He finds his target, Beckham.
I got many
and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. I smell.
Watson on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Let's go, team.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same
I
room
mean,
going head to head. But that's a virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Dead to me. That you need to change the name though, because PTW is completely good to me. You made me play a born
quit yesterday.
Yo, this nigga made me play a born
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
it's a fly rule. You can't do that.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, They keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, yo, Todd, and with that Odell, I got, it was a little bad. I got post elite and hot route specialist with them names.
Damn.
I got that with him and DK, yo.
It's on taking that.
Nigga thinking that.
Eat your snack and take a nap. Herm got a Lunchable for him.
Oh, Savage, defensive player of the year, son. That nigga just jumped up to the defensive player of the year. You know, Ron got to prove. You got to prove. Ron got to prove anything coming into the league. Yeah, DeAndre is flaming around. Yeah, that shit he just posted, that shit's funny as fuck. So this nigga fucking Henry got 50 touchdowns already in Mississippi. Yeah, week 11.
Not an X Factor?
Okay, Savage. He's tied for the lead and pick. Fucking David Long, man. Got a lot of CFL.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
I was trying to trade Mr. Trubisky for Deshaun Watson, but he didn't want to give it to me. So I thought it was going to be the Marcus Lawrence. Mr. Trubisky going to be an expert for them.
Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.
What you want? We on Warzone Cup MLB? What we doing? What we doing? Look.